Hello and welcome to the Puerto Rican restaurant channel. Today we're going to be making coconut icy, better known as limbe de coco. Cracking it open, so we're just going to crack it open. Be careful that you don't hurt yourself, okay? And so there we go. I'm going to crack this open just like this. And just use my muscles here. Okay, so as we see, the coconut really shouldn't look like this. So if you see right here, it seems that this coconut is no good. So I wouldn't want you to use it, okay? Because then it's going to taste like sour, the water, and it's just not going to be good. So what we're going to do is we're going to discard this. Thank God that I was prepared and I had a second coconut, okay? So what I'm gonna do is just throw out this water, and I could have easily erased this for you not to see, but then how would you know if the coconut is good or not? So, okay, so once again, we have our second coconut. So I'm gonna take a knife, just like so, and get in there. So I think I did a pretty good hole. You just want to get the knife out and not cut yourself. Okay, perfect. So here we go, and I want to just scrape that out so you get a nice hole there where you could get out the coconut water out. Okay, so I think that's good. What I'm going to take is my screwdriver that I just put in here real quick. So I could just get the hole there and get this water out for you guys. It's still not working. So let me get my other knife. And okay, now I can see the hole. There we go. So now we're going to drain out the water. Okay, so that's good. And the water looks nice and clear, as it should. So that gives me a good indication that the coconut is going to be good inside, okay? It shouldn't come out like brown or anything. It should come out nice and pretty clear. Okay, so I'm going to keep on draining this and okay, so now it's going to be time once again to crack open the coconut, just like we did the one before, which was obviously no good. So now we're just gonna crack it open just like that. Use all that strength. There you go. And you see, so a fresh coconut that is good should look just like so. Okay, so just like that. Okay, so there you go. And we're gonna just keep on kind of perfect. Yeah, you see, this is nice and fresh, so it should come out with the skin. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this knife and kinda, I gotta be careful because this knife is a little sharp. So you see how beautiful the coconut looks inside? So that is actually a good fresh coconut. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the skin. I'm gonna take it out of its shell. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys, obviously you see that I've cracked open the whole coconut, but what I wanted to show you guys, for those of you that have never cracked a coconut before, basically what you're going to do is you're going to take your knife, or a spoon if you like, whatever you feel most comfortable with, and what you're going to do is just go in here, just like this, right? Just like that, you see? It's coming apart already. There you go. And just keep on getting in there. Obviously being very careful that you don't cut yourself. And there you go. Okay? You take it all out. So that's basically what you're going to do with the whole coconut. Okay? Get it out of its shell. Alright? Alright, so now that we have all of the coconut out of its shell, and the coconut water So now what we're gonna do, so this is as much water of the coconut that came out. So now we're gonna actually fill the glass, okay? So you always want a little more than half. So let's say if coconut water was up to here, you wanna fill it the same amount and more. So since this is about a quarter of the cup, I'm gonna fill up the cup all the way, okay? Just with some cold water. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get filtered water, so stay right there for 1 second. And I'm just gonna get some filtered water, which is already cold. And I'm gonna fill up the glass all the way to the top, like so. Okay, so it's filled all the way to the top. Now basically, we are going to strain the water through this little colador strainer. And we're just gonna go just like this. Okay, because there we get a couple chunks of the coconut, which we don't want. So we got that out, and now what we're gonna do is the coconut. You could just in some small pieces, just break it off like this. Hopefully you have a good blender. My blender is okay. Got it at Target, so I think it'll do the job. And so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put in the chunks just like that, and just kind of snap them off. But if you want, it'll be easier. Yeah, I think it'll be easier to just get a knife and cut them. So that's what I'm gonna do really, really quickly. I'm just gonna do it right there on my countertop, just a little. And so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut them all into little pieces, just like so. Okay. And I wouldn't recommend cutting things on your countertop. You don't want to ruin your countertop, but I just did a couple. Now I'm going to go and chop up the rest and put them to blend, okay? So I'll be right back. Okay, so now that everything is basically chopped up and cut up, I'm sorry, sometimes it's like I know what I'm going to say and then I just get lost, so bear with me. But now that we cut up the coconut, now what we're going to do is place it in the blender gradually, little by little, because you don't want to overwhelm the blender. And so always something's falling, but anyway, leave that there. So now we got a couple pieces in there, and what we're going to do is put the blender on, and we're going to do it on chop. So it's going to get a little loud, but bear with us. So we're going to chop it just like so. And so this is what you call coconut milk. So now it is becoming coconut milk, which is a little richer and creamier. And you see it's doing a really nice job. You see? And now what we're going to do is we're going to keep on adding gradually. So, considering that there is a lot of pulp, we want to add a little bit more water so you get enough coconut milk for the lean base, for the ices, okay? So I'm going to add about another half a cup in this glass. So there you go. Because I want to make sure we have enough milk for the ices, okay? Because that's why we're making this. So now I am going to, again, put it to blend. And this part you could put in liquefy, you could put in whichever option you like of the blender. So I'm just going to press whip. Okay, and you're gonna blend this up just for about maybe a minute. Just let it blend up, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it and we're gonna strain it, okay, to get out all of that milk. Okay. So now it is time to drain the pulp and drain out the milk. Okay, so we're gonna open up the blender like so. We have our strainer right here. We have a spoon. And now we're just going to pour it in. Make sure that's nicely clean. And we're just going to pour it just like this. So if you see the consistency, you see all that pulp. Okay, so we are just going to drain this just like so. Okay. Just like that. And what we're going to use the spoon for is to press down and strain all that milk. So you see how all the milk just strains out? So that's what you want to do, okay? I'm gonna get out all that coconut milk. You could also do this with a can of coconut, which I will show you. You can stay right there. So you could also do this with coconut milk. I prefer to do it with a fresh coconut, but sometimes that could be costly because you may go through a coconut that is not good, like we did, and so you spent the money on that coconut and now it's garbage and you go to the next coconut. So if you don't have the time or the money to be investing in, you know, these coconuts, then you could do it from the can. But I don't really like to use so many products that are from cans. I like to do it natural, and so that's why I prefer to do it from a real coconut right there, because I don't think anything is going to taste as good as a fresh coconut. Okay, so that's why I use the fresh coconut. So you keep on straining the milk just like this. So now we have the coconut milk right here in the bowl, as you can see. So now it is time to sweeten it. So here comes the sugar. So I'm gonna put a half a cup right now. Okay. And I'm gonna stir that half a cup, so I'm gonna whisk it in, just like so. There you go, whisk it up. My God, I can't wait to eat these. It's gonna be so good. And really, honestly, the best way is to make it from the coconut. I mean, if you don't have time, fine, use the can of coconut. But I mean, I like everything from scratch and pure. It just tastes better. So the kids are gonna love this because it's nice and hot right now since it's the summer. This is why I was like, wait, you know what? Let me make some limbe, because it's summer, it's hot, and you always need something to cool you down. So. And every Puerto Rican has made limbe de coco as for their kids, you know. So I am gonna taste this real quickly. You can stay right there. Don't go into my drawer. Okay. So now let's just taste this. I'm assuming it's gonna need more sugar, but tastes good, but needs to be a little bit sweeter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little less than another half a cup. So we're gonna use a little less than a cup of sugar. Okay, and there you go. That should do it. And once again, you're gonna whisk it up just like so. And I want you to see these pretty babies that I actually got at Target just yesterday, since I was getting ready to do this video. So we are going to keep on whisking. They weren't expensive. I forgot, maybe like $12, $13. So now, once again, let me rinse off this spoon and give it a quick taste. Wow, that is delicious. So now we're ready. So now it is time to fill up these bad boys. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a smaller measuring cup. Probably like a 1/4 cup. So I'm going to take the 1/4 cup here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill them up. So you want to obviously fill them up to the line, just like that. And I'm going to continue filling up the rest, and I'll be back. Okay, so now we have basically filled up the ices, and now we're going to just close them up. I don't know which ones you have, but like I said, I purchased these yesterday at Target. They're the cutest. They weren't expensive either. They were maybe like, I think I said $12. So we're gonna put the lids just like that. The kids are gonna love them. Your whole family's gonna love them. And now, of course, we still have some more left. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna go and look around your house for different bowls and just fill them up. And so we're gonna do this, and then, you know, this will be mine, you know, because I'm greedy, so I have the big one. and then you just scrape it off, and that's it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna place these into the freezer. And okay, so finally our limbes de coco are already done. So they were in the freezer for a couple hours. So now it is time to taste, okay, and see how they came out. So I'm just gonna put that there, and hopefully it comes out good. I think it still needed a little bit more time, but it's time to taste. Wow. Oh my god, they're so freaking good. Wow, amazing. So I know you and your kids and your whole family are gonna love it. It tastes just like pure coconut. So once again, try to use fresh coconuts if it's to your convenience. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Follow us on Facebook, the Freakin' Rican Restaurant, Instagram, Twitter, Freakin' Rican Res. And remember, we ship pasteles, we ship sofrito. I love you guys. We also have mugs, so purchase your mugs. I love you so much for following, and buen provecho.